So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with some more FIFA 15 action today, but it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you guys basically the season so far for my Manchester United playthrough in career mode. So we're going to be having a look at the player stats, the form, the different leagues, and all that fun stuff. Some of you guys wanted to see that. I haven't shown it all. We're halfway through the season. It's going pretty well. So we're going to be covering the basics. Got a new message there. Anyway, so the first one is the squad, a 4-4-2. This is my ultimate formation. This is what I go to, not this one. Actually, it's this one, the 4-2-3-1. It works for me. It's got that defensive cover and the ability to also attack in numbers. So ultimately, that's the formation I like to use. I've also got a couple more set up, just a 4-4-2 wide, because I like to play width. And then a narrow one, just in case I decide to mix it up. And when I do play this, I always make sure that Luke Shaw, Raphael, or whoever's playing as the left and right backs always overlap to give some more oomph coming forward. So obviously Man United, we haven't got an international side yet, but we'll have a look at the squad report so far. So David De Gea in goal. Some guys always ask me, why do you put Lindegaard in there? Well, David De Gea has played well, but he has dropped the ball a few times from corners. He has caused us, Man United, to lose a few games, and I also want to keep Lindegaard happy, so that is the reason. But anyway, he has 21 games played. Obviously, he hasn't scored. He does have an assist. How about that? David De Gea banging an assist in the Premier League. His stats are improving, which is good to see. Raphael, he's having a good season as well. Hasn't scored yet, but 25 matches played. Got good form and average in the FA Cup. His stats are improving as well. Raphael Varane, a new signing from Real Madrid for 16 million. Only played 6 games so far, but starting off pretty positively, and his stats are also increasing. Rojo, 20 games played. Hasn't got a debut goal yet for United. Still waiting for that one. And his stats are sort of going up and also going down a little bit, which is a little bit unusual. He's only 24 years of age, but his acceleration and strength gone down by 1. A look at Luke Shaw. He's had a decent season, 27 games played, has 4 assists, which isn't too bad for a left-back. And his stats are going up as well. Daley Blind, arrived from Ajax, has 28 games played, 1 goal in the Premier League, 3 assists so far. Now his stats are going up quite nicely, actually. Ball controls is up there, crossing, finishing, dribbling. So good to see that. Mata, he's more of a FA Cup player with 4 goals in 2 games and 4 assists in the Premier League. His stats are actually just staying the same right now. Hasn't been playing a whole lot, but there's a lot of quality in this side, as we know. Wayne Rooney hasn't scored as many goals as I would have liked, but he's, you know, still his average performance is a 7.2, which is pretty good. A leader of men, and his stats obviously increasing as well. Van Persie had a decent season, 14 goals in the Premier League. Hasn't got any in the Capital One Cup though, or FA Cup. One of the world's best, excellent and very happy morale. His stats also increasing slightly, which is pretty good for a 31-year-old up top. Angel Di Maria, he has 7 goals, 7 assists. I think he's leading the way as well in assists for the Premier League. Obviously expensive for 61 million from Real Madrid, but his stats are not actually moving, staying the same at the moment. Then we have Radamel Falcao. What a performance he's having, 27 goals in 28 games. That is pretty much Ronaldo type form there. On loan, as we know, probably will snap him up at the end of the season, but his stats are also increasing. Antonio Valencia, you know, he's played 33 games this season. I do like the look of Valencia, a couple of assists in there. Been at the club since 2009, and his stats also increasing slightly in the technical side of things. Ashley Young, he's played now and then. He only has 1 goal this season, 2 assists overall. His stats are going down, but that's to be expected. He hasn't really been playing. Lindegaard, I've played him 12 times this season. He's actually done pretty well when he's started. 5 clean sheets for him, but his stats are going down a little bit on the physical side. Phil Jones has done pretty good as well. Has 1 assist in the Premier League, 10 clean sheets when he's played, and his stats are also improving. I like the look of Phil Jones. He's one of these reliable centre-backs, I would say. And Herrera, haven't played him a whole lot this season, much as I probably would have liked. But like I said before, too much quality in this side as well. It's tough, but his stats are increasing, which is nice as well. Kevin Strootman, new signing, sold him for 17 million, and also Darren Fletcher switched ways as well. He's had 8 appearances, still yet to pick up an assist or a goal, but his stats are increasing as well. Fellaini, he's not really happy. I mean, his form's okay, his morale is threatened. I don't know if he's what that really means. Is he threatened by the opposition he's up against, maybe, or his fellow teammates? But he has 1 goal overall. His stats are not moving. Haven't played Rothwell. Wilson's actually a type of player. I mean, his stats are impressive. 5 goals in 6 appearances. Probably have to renew his contract as well. And his stats are actually increasing quite a bit. So I might have to play him more, maybe in the FA Cup. Haven't played Reece James Pereira. Haven't played him either. Januzaj, he was out for a couple of months with an injury, which was a shame. But he only has 1 goal in 10 appearances, but his stats are going up nicely, apart from physical side is going down a little bit. Lingard, haven't played him. Tom Thorpe's only had 2 appearances, stats not really moving. Haven't played him either. Blackett had 6 games. His stats are moving though, and he's only 20 years of age. Keane, haven't really played him either. Amos, haven't needed him in goal. Johnny Evans has played 11 games. He's content at the moment, but his stats are improving. Anderson as well. He's going to be on his way out. He's actually joining Sunderland when his contract expires. Although his stats are going up somehow. He hasn't even touched the ball. Michael Carrick is not happy. Not really surprising, but he's 33 now. His stats are depleting and his contract is expiring. Will we renew it? We'll have to see. Nani, obviously not around, and the rest of these are all on loan. So that is that. We'll have a look at the squad ranking. Radamel Falcao's leading the way this week, just ahead of Robin van Persie. Rooney's up there, Di Maria, Mata, David De Gea. So not too bad overall. Have a look here. Team sheets, won't worry about that. Injury list, only Falcao is injured right now. Only 1 day with a bruised elbow, so he will be back. Let's have a look here on the transfer side of things. I wanted to go over to contracts because I wanted to renew a few. But finances, we have 27 million to spend. That's going to go up by the end of the season. It's as simple as that. So we'll have to wait there. We'll have a look at our career so far. Obviously, at 1 club, Man U. Haven't won any titles. It's our first season. We have to wait. But the biggest win was a 5-1 win against City. Biggest defeat was 2-0 against Chelsea. Record transfer fee of 17 million. We've earned $1 million total, but not a bad record. 24 wins, 6 draws, 3 defeats. Scored 71 goals. Conceded 23. And then we have a look at the objectives. Obviously, we will have to win the league title, win the cup. The FA Cup, we're in the round of 5 replay. Well, we're not in the replay. We're in the quarter-finals. But anyway, no Manager of the Month awards either. That's a little bit harsh. I thought I would have won maybe one of those. So contracts, we'll have a look at those real quick. Some of these I'm not even going to bother. As we said, Anderson's leaving. Wilson, we'll give him a new contract. What does he want? 7,000 a week. That is pretty nothing, is it really? 7 grand a week. We'll give him 10 grand a week. We'll be nice and generous. Who else we have? We had a few other players that wanted to increase their fees. I think it was Blint actually wanted a little bit more. He wanted 90 grand a week. He's on 80 grand, so that's not a problem. He's had a decent season. He deserves it. So that would do for that. Youth staff, I haven't actually dived into this. Let's do this real quickly. Try and hire a scout and find some potential. 4 million. Well, let's go for it. 4 million there. See what he can come back with. Right there. What else do we have? Objectives so far. Win the league title is on course. Domestic Cup. Win the Cup says round of 16. I'm actually in the quarter-finals. I believe that is the FA Cup, the Domestic Cup. Obviously, we're not in the Champions League, so we can't win that. But I have told him I'm going to win the FA Cup with the extra funds they gave me. So that is something that has to be done. Let's have a look at the other leagues around the globe. So in Argentina, we have Boca Juniors leading the way. Australia, we're not going to worry too much about that. Austria Vienna leading the way there. Belgium, Standard Liège and Anderlecht. Pretty neck and neck, actually. The Chilean league only played a couple of games. Colombia as well. In Denmark, Aalborg leading. Man United obviously top in our league. It's kind of unusual, the Premier League in my career mode, isn't it? Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea all down in 6th, 7th and 8th. which is rather strange. But Burnley are having a hard time there, bottom of the table. We'll have a look at the Championship. Cardiff, Fulham and Wigan, the top three so far. So those three could be pushing for that Premiership spot. Look at France, Paris Saint-Germain, 15 points clear. They're obviously going to clinch the title in Ligue 1. Have a look at Germany. It's Borussia Dortmund up there with Wolfsburg and Bayern Munich. Pretty close. Italy, Juventus, Roma, both with 57 points apiece, and Milan's up there. Napoli quite a bit behind. Won't too worry too much about the Korean or Mexican. Netherlands, Ajax top. Feyenoord in second with PSV. Rosenborg leading the way in Norway. Poland as well. Portugal's Benfica and Braga. Republic of Ireland, Sligo Rovers. Zenit St. Petersburg top of the Russian league. Saudi Arabia. Never even looked at that league. I didn't realise all the teams had Al before them. Scotland, Celtic leading with Motherwell. Spain is Real Madrid. What a season they're having. Barcelona drawn quite a few games actually, and quite a few points behind them. Valencia third, Atletico Madrid in fourth. Sweden, Malmo top. Zurich top of Switzerland. Bursaspor top of Turkey. And then the US still yet to play. So those are all the leagues. What is this? Team stats? Well, we're not going to dive into them. They're going to be far too long. Top goal scorers. As you guys know, Falcao leading the way there. And Gutierrez actually has now more assists than Di Maria, but I think he has played a game more. Let's have a look. The FA Cup, Matters leading the way with Riviera. Top assists, Hater from Yeovil Town. Capital One Cup leader, McDonald from Millwall. Wilson up there as well, but obviously out of the Capital One Cup now. Schalke, Huntelaar of Schalke up there. 8 goals in the Champions League for him. Ronaldo only has 4. Lionel Messi isn't even on the board there, but Lavezzi and Draxler top assists. EuroLeague, Olympic Lyon, Sevilla, Villarreal type players leading the way there with some assists as well. What else do we have? So that is all of those. That's just clean sheets. Won't worry too much about those. And well, I'll show you guys the calendar of what we have left. So we've got Southampton up next. And then as we wind forward, we've got Sunderland at home, playing Swansea away, Newcastle, Tottenham, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man City, Chelsea, Everton, and then West Bromwich Albion. Finally, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Wolves. So still some big games to play. Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, with plenty of matches to come. And obviously the FA Cup, we are still in there in the quarter-finals. Anyway, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at all the player stats so far this season, how everyone's getting on. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Let me know if you want me to do more of these towards the end of the season. And until next time, take care.